we're going to get with Johnny Georgiades over here. Johnny has been one of the racers at Riverside Park for many years now, and he still has his car, and he's had it all reconditioned, and we've seen it down at Stafford a couple weeks back, and it really looks like, from when I remember you racing down here, it looks like the original car. Is it actually the original one that you started with down at Riverside?
That's not really the original one. It's close to it.
It's close to it. Do you feel as though that car there, what year was that car in its prime down at Riverside?
Well, I ran a 37 Ford and a 36 Ford down Riverside. Now I've got a 40 Ford. Chevrolet, I mean.
40 Chevrolet.
Chevrolet, yeah.
And what year did you run that one down there?
Oh, it was back in 1959 and 60.
59 and 60. How'd you do with that car down in Riverside?
Well, I was doing pretty good down there. And in the 57, I took the Sportsman Championship, the Circuit Championship, from New York to Massachusetts and Connecticut.
And what'd you run for a motor in that car?
I started off with a flathead, then I ran a 1960 Chevy overhead.
And what was the difference between the two motors? Which one did you like the best?
Oh, the Chevy overhead run a lot better than the flathead. A little faster.
A little faster, what was it, more torque come out of the Chevy than the Ford had?
Oh, yeah.
And at that time there, when you made your switch, was everyone still running the Fords, or did you go to the Chevy later? Or?
I went to the Chevy later. One of the last ones to go to Chevy. I stayed with the flatheads because it was a little bit cheaper than the overheads at that time.
All right, well, that's a good reason. Some of the guys still do that today with the cost of racing. Something new comes out, and they have to sort of stick with what they've got until they can afford to make that move. And I guess back in them days there, it was the same way. If you just didn't have enough bucks to make that improvement, you had to stick with what you got, do the best with what you got, and then make that move, and then you saw a big difference in it, and maybe you wished you could have made it a little sooner.
Yeah, because in the 60s I started running a lot better over in Plainville. I took 5 features in a row with the Chevy over there. It was a little 283, and they were running 327s. So I was doing a lot better with the smaller one than they did with the bigger one.
What year did you start running stock cars?
1949.
1949. What track was your main track back then?
Well, we used to run New London and Cherry Park and Avon and Plainville, Riverside, and up New York State, Menands over there in New York.
I remember Menands. We used to go up there quite a bit. My father ran his car up there. And, some of them speedways you mentioned, I don't really remember. I imagine some of the people out there do. But a few of them you mentioned, I can recall, like Menands and Norwood and places like that. Cherry Park you mentioned. Where's that located?
That was up in Avon.
That was up in
Avon, Connecticut.
And what did they run there? Modified and late models, or?
No, just the modified. The Sportsman, they call them jalopies.
Jalopies, yeah. That was the old word for them back then.
Yeah, a little bit.